Welcome, my sweet, wonderful friends, to another episode with me, Indiana Jones, and we will be crafting for Christmas in July. Yes, I realize there's record temperatures out there, but today we're going to stay nice and cool, and we're going to create some Christmas in July DIY projects. It's perfect to cool down, watch one of those Hallmark movies, and just get ready for the holiday season early this year. Let's go. Today's playlist is what I like to call Christmas Palooza. That's right, I have invited all of my crafty friends to celebrate Christmas in their favorite ways. So there'll be crafting, there'll be recipes, stories, thrifting, shopping, anything you can think of. We'll have it all right here in our Christmas Palooza playlist. Now, I'm going to get started on my retro Christmas. I had this box in my stash since last Christmas. I can't remember what was in it, but it was probably something that was very cute, or I picked it up in the garbage. Either way, it's pretty. I liked it. It's pink. And what says retro Christmas more than pink, right? Anyway, here I decided to gather together some items and see if I can use this as a backdrop. So using this cute little house that you can get, and I think this is a whiteboard, and I remember that this is from Dollar Tree, but this was in my stash, didn't have to buy anything new, and I got this pink color, and then I regretted this pink color. It's a lovely pink color. It's a very flamingo pink. And I thought it would match because it has that retro kind of vibe. Now you're probably wondering, why retro, Annie? What's with the retro? Well, I decided this year for the Deering estate, the 100-year-old estate that I am decorating for Christmas, I wanted to do something retro from the mid-50s to the mid-60s, and I'll be decorating a room to look like a little living room from that era. So, you know, I am so excited about creating items for that. So this is just a sneak peek of all of the ideas I have in mind. So here, as you can see, I painted the edges pink, and now I'm painting it white, and then I decided to dry brush it white just to tone down that pink just a little bit. And I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do with this little house, and then luckily I found one of those pages of the vinyls that you use for sticking into the windows, and so I'm going to Mod Podge it. As you can see, I Mod Podged it, and there is it's a window cling, or it's a sticker. Either way, it was pink, it was pretty. However, it wasn't until I was done that I realized it says, "We whisk you a Merry Christmas." I don't know what that means. I guess this was supposed to be for, and it still could be for a kitchen, but it is. It says, "We whisk you a Merry Christmas." So I whisk you a Merry Christmas for anybody that's working in their kitchen as they're watching this. And now I decided to use some of that fake snow that you get from Dollar Tree. I always add a little bit of, some iridescent glitter. Speaking of glitter, I have a lot of glitter, so there will be much glitter in the Jones household, unfortunately. So my good friend Jane will never come to my house until after Christmas is picked up because she hates glitter. I should too. I've had issues with glitter, but I still have a very good relationship with glitter. I'm trying to do my best to not spread too much glitter around, so I'm using these different techniques of just like throwing small amounts of glitter on top of my project so it doesn't get all over the place. I do have 2 little kitty cats, so I want to make sure that there isn't too much glitter on the floor. And there you have it. I like the way the little house turned out. Now, putting it together, I decided to put some of these little blocks onto the house just to give it a little bit more height and depth to this little, I guess it's called a shadow box. Yeah, I guess I created a shadow box. And I love the color of these Christmas trees. That dark pink Christmas tree was actually from last year from Dollar Tree. The light pink Christmas tree I got during Easter at the Dollar Tree. So remember, keep your eyes out there, and it lights up too. I'm also going to add some lights behind the little house, and I'm pretty much done. So remember, keep your eyes peeled out there. Like right now, there's a lot of these little graduation hats and stuff. And you can use a lot of the trim from graduation for Halloween because it's black. So just keep your eyes open of how to be creative with the items that are out there. And one last little snowflake, and I think this little project is done. I hope you like it. Now, this project is taking on the idea of a blow mold. You know those blow molds? I love those blow molds, and they're very, very expensive. So think of this as a mini blow mold. But also, I recall being a little girl back in the 70s that for whatever reason, plastic red candles was like an in thing. Was it for you as well? I mean, I remember that. And it looks orange with the lighting, but it's called real red. So it, as you can see there, when it dries, it turned out red. Now, after I've painted my little, and this is one of those fake little, obviously fake flame, taper candles. I don't think it's called a taper candle, but you know what I mean. And you can find those anywhere, even at the Dollar Tree. And now I'm using one of those Dollar Tree styrofoam rounds and some of these Dollar Tree ivy that I had, you know, just in my stash. That's the best thing. Keep a lot of stuff in my stash. And of course, I'm mixing in with other greens like these pine greens just to make a cute little centerpiece or a little side piece, something that you can put on your mantle. But I do recall seeing centerpieces very similar to this when I was young. Now, I'm not from, you know, I'm from the late 60s, I should say. But still, when you look at pictures, this is definitely a look. And of course, you have to have red velvet ribbons or red velvet, I guess red velvet ribbon. I remember a lot of red velvet and just a lot of kitschy colors. So there is going to be a lot of kitsch and cuteness to my room that I'm going to decorate this year. At least I'm planning for that. So if you have any retro Christmas decor ideas, let me know down below. Last but not least, just adding that red velvet ribbon and a Christmas ornament, and of course a little Christmas pine cone, and we are done. I think this is the cutest for any mantelpiece that of course is going to be in that retro design. Now, I'm sure you have some extra cookie cutters in your cupboard left over from Christmas last year, and you might want to replace them with some new ones. Well, this comes from a collection of cookie cutters that I received in one of those Michael's surprise boxes. And when I tell you I was surprised by the number of cookie cutters that were in the box, I was surprised. I have many cookie cutters. So I decided to use that as well as a great, idea or a great foundation for a retro vintage looking ornament. So using this cute little paper, I decided to use this as a backdrop. I could have left it just open, but I think with the little kitschy backdrop, it matches more with the decor idea. Here I'm just using some hot glue, and I'm just going to place that cookie cutter in the hot glue. Now remember, the rule is if you make a mistake, just cover it with glitter. And here I kind of made a mistake. It kept not gluing onto the cookie cutter, but eventually we got it to work and it did stick fine. And then of course I added some of that glittery snow into the cookie cutter to add some more dimension. And again, Christmas deserves a little extra sparkle, so this is why I'm adding some glue and a little bit of glitter. And now I've gotten the cutest little chubbiest little Santa Clauses I've ever seen, and I've gotten these from Temu. They sell them by the half dozen, and I think it's adorable. Please, you've got to check it out. They're just the cutest little things. And I had these little glittery bows from the Dollar Tree, and I don't know if this is from several years back. So again, I keep all of my stash, and I try not to put it away with all the Christmas decorations simply because I know that Christmas in July is close at hand. So I make sure that it is accessible to me at any time of the year. And adding one of those little mini Christmas, not Christmas, but candy canes. And you can see that that's from Hobby Lobby when things were 90% off. So I think it's the cutest thing ever. Speaking of Hobby Lobby, here are some more items I got 90% off. So yes, as you saw there, this pad would have been $5.49 and I got it for 55 cents. And I also got these little deer. Oh dear, they're so cute. As well as the little trees and many other little items. So I'm putting them all to good use this year. So I'm using this jewelry box that once again I just had in my stash. I added this beautiful paper that once again was from my Christmas stash. And now I'm just going to add some items. Now with this little tree, it was a little smushed on one side. So I understand that you can either stick them if they're smushed, your bottle brush trees. If they're smushed, you can put them in hot water and they're supposed to open up. The same thing, you can also use a hair dryer. So that's what I was doing there with that one little tree. Now I'm adding some snow, of course, to the bottom. And now I'm going to add my little Christmas tree and my little deer. I love those little deer. I want to get the ones that are all different colors, the little pastel deers. I love those so much, but this looks so cute. I couldn't give up this little box just, to have around the house. So now I'm adding that cute little tiny deer, and this ornament is pretty much done. Now all I'm going to add to this around the ornament, because it was that very plain, not plain, but just very basic color, I'm going to add this ribbon which matches it perfectly, and voila, I have a cute little Shadowbox ornament for my Christmas tree. Or you can also use this instead of a bow, let's say. This would be a cute little way to dress up any Christmas gift. Please subscribe if you're enjoying this video and come back for more wonderful ideas and inspirations. So do you know what a Putz house is? It's P-U-T-Z. Putz houses are those cute little glittery cardboard houses that you've seen possibly from your own childhood, but it's very easy to find. Putz house templates. You just look out Putz house templates for Christmas and you'll find many different designs. I found this very simple one and I'll try to link it down below, but it was very, very easy to cut out. As you see, you don't have to have a special machine. You don't have to have a Cricut, just your cute little, industrious little hands, or someone could help you as well if you can't do this. If you're too small, if you're a child and you want to make this little house, make sure you have mom or dad or grandma or an older brother or sister help you because of the little windows. But other than this, it's very simple. Now all you're going to do is fold on the dotted lines so it's easy to construct your little tiny Putz house. And again, I picked a very, very simple design, but I really enjoyed creating it. Now once you have everything folded up, then you're going to start gluing. You can use Elmer's glue. I'm using Mod Podge because it's what I had on hand. And just go slowly as you place everything and put everything together. Oh, and as I complete this one little diagram here, I was adding a bit of tissue paper to give some ambiance to the windows. If you do cut out windows, make sure to add some kind of colored tissue paper that if you'd like to put in a little light afterwards, you can add the light and it looks very, very charming. Now, after I've glued everything together, it's a time to decorate. And how I'm decorating, of course, is with all the glitter I have. The way I like to glitter items is just add some glue to whatever item I want to glitter, and instead of dropping the glitter on top, I dunk the glitter in. That way there's less distribution of glitter in the house. I have to be very careful because actually my computer broke down once because there was glitter in the fan, believe it or not. It had accumulated and just gotten all gunked together with the heat. And of course, we're going to add a little bit of snowy glitter to the roof and to the edges so it really looks like it belongs in an enchanted, snowy village. Now to this, we're also going to create a little base, and to the base, we're going to create a garden or whatever you want to call it. Just, add some trees, add a little fence, whatever it is you'd like to do. And I think these are just darling, and especially this size in particular is perfect to add to a wreath or to add to a centerpiece. They're not too big, they're lightweight, and they're also perfect to have as ornaments. And just again, you can decorate in whatever color you'd like. You can have each person in the family create one of these little Putz houses. You can have them under the tree, on the tree, as I said before, anywhere you'd like. And I think they just make a beautiful addition to any retro home Christmas design. The best thing to do on vacation is thrifting, because I went thrifting at one of the Goodwill bins and found this beautiful, perfectly preserved Santa Mouse book. This book is absolutely adorable and screams retro vintage Christmas. So here I'm taking one of those Dollar Tree flat. Now again, I made copies of the pages. I didn't want to use the original because it was in such good condition. I wanted to save it. So I'm using one of those plastic white ornaments from a Dollar Tree, and it is one of the round ones that is kind of flattened out. I don't know how to describe it. And I decided that this cute little mouse, little Santa mouse, deserved to be on my retro Christmas tree. Look at how adorable. But we're not going to stop there, of course. Now we're going to Mod Podge, decoupage, whatever you want to call it. And the way I like to do it is to use the paper. Now the paper, I didn't have to like thin it out. It's not like it was cardboard. It's just regular copy paper. What I do yeah, what I do is I let it sit just for a little bit so that it soaks it in, and it's easier to press out all of the wrinkles. There are some wrinkles, but I was able to press it out. And you know that little stick you use for transfers? I guess it's called transfers. Yes. This is perfect to use to just get out just iron out all of the little wrinkles. Now check out what I'm doing. I had 2 copies of that picture, and I decided I wanted to make it a little 3D because I wanted to add that velvet white ribbon to the hat, but I realized I was going to cover its little ear, so I wanted to make sure you could see its little ear. So I'm going to add the little ear in just a second. You'll see it's the cutest thing. I really like the way this one turned out, and I want to make some more of Santa Mouse's ornaments with the little different characters and critters that are in the story. Now I'm going to add the little ear, and it looks so darling. I mean, seriously, it's just adorable. What is cuter than little mouse ears? A little Santa mouse and a retro look at this, a retro Christmas ornament. I know, I'm cuckoo. It's very late when I'm doing these voiceovers, but I'm always so happy to be able to finish yet another set of projects to inspire you with. And now we're adding the little collar. It's just so cute. I love this one. And definitely have to create more ornaments with the little Santa Mouse critters and all his little friends, and a little pom-pom for the end. And then of course I'm going to add some little berries using this, I guess it's puffy paint. Yeah, it's puffy paint. Adding the puffy paint, I thought it would be cute to have some little berries all over the little mouse and his ivy. I think it's so cute, so adorable. And one last thing, because it is a retro Christmas and too much is never enough, you know how that is, we're going to add some of this wonderful little ribbon or garland. Again, I got this on sale after Christmas last year, and I keep it in my stash. And I'm telling you, even though you feel like you waste a lot of money, or you spend a lot of money after Christmas with all the after Christmas sales, in the end, if you're going to use it, you are saving money. So there you have it. There's my cute little mouse. I love it. I can't wait to show this off on my retro Christmas tree. Thank you to all of my friends that have joined me on this Christmas Palooza playlist. Please visit all the channels, be inspired, enjoy Christmas in July, and get ready for the most wonderful time of the year. I can't thank everyone enough for spending this time with me, and I can't thank you enough for spending time with me too. But as I always say, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you. Remember to live the adventure and subscribe and come back for more.